Hello everyone, welcome back to Eclectic. Hello. Today I wanted to talk about being able to see evil in other people. This is something that is very hard for people that have, especially the FAWN response to trauma, and also for people with tendency towards codependency, of course, and also for very naive people that maybe grew up in a very normal household, family, and no abuse, but they are excessively naive. That too. So if we think about a continuum, I was thinking, about dividing grades of trauma. Let's say where A is people that grew up in a normal, healthy family. B, maybe people that have a little bit of gaslighting, a little bit of manipulation, lies, some narcissism in the family, and then on the other extreme, sexual abuse, violence, neglect, all that. And so maybe you can think about yourself and try to find your spot on the continuum and see where you lie. Maybe that's one exercise you can do. And then we're going to talk about why our lie detector is not working well, and how to detect evil people. Okay, so why this happens is our response to trauma. If you have a FAWN response to trauma, where you walk on eggshells, you don't want anybody to get mad at you, you find it hard to set boundaries, and you had to develop this coping mechanism growing up. Maybe when you were a kid, you needed to protect yourself. And if you were B and C, remember those grades that I mentioned? If you are between B and C, then you had to have this mechanism to be safe. So you opted for merging with the abuser or the perpetrator in order to be safe, and which is what anybody else in your shoes would do. All right, that's normal. That's a normal response to abuse. We need to survive, so we do anything in order to survive. So, but the thing is, now you can change that, because if you're an adult now, you still have those mechanisms going, right? You still FAWN, maybe you're still codependent, all that. Getting rid of that is your next step, and start analyzing that. See, okay, I did this growing up, and I had to, because X, Y, and Z. So I had to do this. Okay, so I don't need that anymore. That coping mechanism is old and doesn't work anymore, and it's making my evil detector faulty. So we need to get rid of that. And that's something for you to think about. One other reason why it's difficult to see evil in others, it's naivety, believing that people are good, inherently good, always, right? And no, there are people that are bad people. They have an iceberg in place of the heart, or a black hole, where everything is lost, all energy disappears, love, anything. So yeah, there are people that are like that. And so radical acceptance, accept this reality. The other thing that is related to fawning is being scared of people getting mad at you, or afraid of, or concerned with people reacting to your no, to your assertiveness in a way that is, let's say, vengeful. Because that's what your experience growing up, maybe. Rightly so, you're afraid of that, you're concerned with that. But this is the moment where being brave is required. You have to say, okay, I need courage, and say, I'm an adult now, I'm not a 5-year-old kid or 10-year-old, 12-year-old kid, and I have resources, I can do whatever I want, and I can say no. And what happens if the other person gets mad at me and starts yelling? Who cares? That's my answer to you. Who cares? Don't care about that. That's not under your control. You can control yourself, and that's it, barely. And so don't worry, don't even think about that. Be kind, be polite, of course, but if you're coming from a place of just saying no because that's not what you want, that's not saying no. I mean, it's a human right. So you're okay. You're not doing something hurtful. So if the other person reacts in a way as if you are hurting the other person, that's on them. That's a red flag, and you have to run the other way. And then confusing love with abuse, that's not love. That's not love. Sex is not love. Abuse is not love. The power of words, that's another thing. Words are so powerful. I can say something to hurt you, and that can almost annihilate you. And I can say something to build you up and make you feel good about yourself. And so the power of words. So if somebody says to you things that are hurtful, that have a pattern of, throwing some cuts at you once in a while and doing things that hurt you, and no, that's not love, that's not good, that doesn't come from good, that's evil, okay? So let's be clear on this. That's evil. Lying, manipulating, that's evil. That's not cute, that's not fun, that doesn't mean the other person has a problem, so that's how they behave. No, that's evil. That's another thing. People tend to be overly conscientious. So they are so conscientious that tend to prioritize other people's opinions, whatever reactions, words. They are all, one other thing, they are so adapted to gaslighting, they adapt to others' gaslighting. So when somebody else wants to confuse you and wants to make you feel as if you're wrong or less than, you have this mechanism, which obviously comes from growing up with people like that, where you are so good at saying, oh yeah, you're right, maybe that person is right and I am wrong, yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You had a point, okay? Breathe, go back to your point and say, no, I think what I'm saying is cool. And then people lie, and also energy-wise, please be aware of others' energy. This is something that is not easily acted. They cannot put a mask of good energy, It's harder to do that. This is something that we connect at a very unconscious level as well. So our body, somatic experiencing theory is very good at this. Our central nervous system will send us cues of safety, okay? And so this is Porges' theory, polyvagal theory. He talks about cues of safety, and we can see that he has it at a scientific point, like smiling and that, but then you can detect when it's fake. That's what because this is like primitive. We have this ability from generations and generations before us, long ago. So we know this at an unconscious level, so be aware of the energy of the other person, and whatever you feel, give that feeling the importance that it deserves. Because sometimes we override that and we say, oh no, maybe I'm too picky, or maybe I don't know why I feel like that, I'm being a bad person right now, let's give that person a chance. No, that's what you feel, there's a reason for that, okay? Well, I hope that was interesting. I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you're new, please subscribe to this channel. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for being here, for your likes and for your support. And please give this video a thumbs up if you think this was useful and good, you liked it, so that it can reach more people. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. Ciao, adios, bye bye, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.